Sarah has now achieved her dream of fixing the outward signs of a long, hard battle. We are now going to show Sarah the time of her life by spoiling her rotten at one of Houston's hottest day spas and giving her the Hollywood treatment with a session with one of Houston's most well-known photographers.
I was ready to call it a day. I was ready to just, if I cannot live without this pain another day, I would have rather left the planet. But I knew I couldn't do that.
This is for a purpose, and that Sarah's real mission in life was revealed to her as a result of what she's had to go through and endure.
Sarah McDaniel is not a quitter. If you look around, you'll probably find a lot of people who could not have taken this illness the way that she did. Sarah fell over 350 times, and she never once said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take a wheelchair. She never said, you know what, let me follow this advice and walk with a cane. Sarah decided to walk on her own 2 feet, and she paid dearly for it. She fell a lot, and they were serious falls. All of her falls are serious falls. But the beauty of Sarah is that she wasn't too good to use a wheelchair or a cane. It's not that she was better than that. It's the fact that Sarah wanted to face this thing head on. If she was gonna have this illness, guess what? She was gonna beat it. And she truly felt like the way to beat this illness was to deal with it.
To whom much is given, much is required. I'm willing to bear the burden. If one person can get it, then I've done my job. If I can infect one, they can infect another. And it continues on in that process.
She doesn't pretend anything. She shows up absolutely real. She is genuine from start to finish. And her heart is pure. Her intention is clear and pure. And there's no intent for anything other than to share good and to show up positively. And I think that's a very infectious thing.
I've seen her go to her meetings, her Mary Kay meetings, hurting, but she was determined to go because someone else needed her. They needed her to be there for their coming out or whatever they were doing, and they depended on her, and she was there for them, always. And I just admire her for that. I really do.
Sarah doesn't believe in quitting, and I don't think she even knows what that word means. Sarah may be suffering from this illness, but one thing about Sarah is always fun. She is a person who truly, when she walks in the room, the energy of that room changes. And Sarah's gonna have fun. It doesn't matter where she's at. And we really saw a great example of that when we were at Josephine's Day Spa.
Hi, I'm Tiffany with Makeover Houston, and we're here at Josephine's Day Spa. Sarah McDaniel, a makeover candidate, is inside right now getting her makeover. Sarah has gone through extensive dental work with Dr. Guy Lewis and plastic surgery with Dr. Christy Sumter. Let's go in and see how Sarah's makeover is going. Hi, Sarah.
Hi,
how are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
They treated Sarah like royalty. They treated her like a queen.
I'm sure for Sarah, it's a big deal. This is a big deal for her to have everything that she's going through today and doing today. I'm sure there are many of us that take that for granted, just going and getting your hair highlighted, or a manicure, pedicure, a day at the spa. You take things like that for granted, but someone that has been through the amount of pain that she has and has probably not felt like doing those kind of things for herself. And you hear her speak of how she's always been a confident person, but this has lifted her confidence level. Hi, and what's your name?
Deetra.
Hi, Deetra. Tell us what you're doing with Sarah today.
Deetra is amazing with hair. She can look at you and tell exactly. I mean, just like Dr. Lewis, she's an artist.
I'm highlighting her hair. I'm giving her 2 different colors, more of a copper tone
and a medium golden blonde, just something to highlight her face and just more warm tones, just to accentuate her skin color.
I think she's great for Sarah. It seems like they really hit it off, and she really listened to Sarah about what she wanted. I mean, because that's something when your stylist is your best friend.
And so I trusted her. I didn't care. I was there to be pampered, so whatever she decided to do was fine.
We've been with Josephine's for quite a while now, and this day spa it's really just not like any other day spa in town.
They have a sense of taking care of you from the moment you walk in the door to you come in, check in, you're here to see your particular stylist. I mean, they take care of you every step of the way.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's very she poo-poo, and I love she.
Sarah McDaniel is definitely someone who you would refer to as a diva. She has a diva's personality, and she has a diva quality about her, and she'll always be a diva.
Well, she has beautiful textured skin, and so we're just covering up just a little bit and just putting a little purple in her eyes because she has beautiful eyes. We're just highlighting her great cheekbones that she has, and she's really full lips, so we're using a nice berry color.
Natalie made Sarah look good, and Sarah already looks good, but Natalie, you know, there's just something about that perfect makeup job.
I will be going back. You will be going back? Oh, definitely. Definitely.
And still try one more time, don't move, good.
Well, we're all about image, and we're all about the imagery of people. And we knew after this makeover and with the things that Sarah has experienced, we knew that the things we had seen in her eyes, in her personality, in her smile, those things needed to be captured on film. And there was no better place for us to take her to than to the studio of Al Torres. He is a true master of light and of photographs. And you know, you can't even begin to try to describe an Al Torres photograph other than to say it's just life. It's the art of life. One thing that Al always says is that the best photographs come when people are able to become themselves, when they're not trying to pose. Sarah was herself the whole time, and the photographs were absolutely beautiful. Some of the black and white photos that were taken, you saw the strength in Sarah's eyes. You saw the suffering in some of them. You saw the pain that she's been through. But in every single one of those photographs, you saw somebody who deserved to be immortalized on film, and that's exactly what Al did for Sarah.
Makeover Houston will continue after these messages.